After 5,000 years of running the galaxy in relative peace and harmony, with their advanced organic technology, the Mendelans left the known galaxy and left the running of things to the humans, the only other race besides the Infinites who were able to bond with and therefore use their advanced organic technology. Unfortunately, before the humans were able to retrieve the stockpile of advanced organic weaponry that the Mendelans left them to keep the galaxy at peace, the Volscians destroyed it all and then waged war on the humans, wiping their existence from the galaxy. Fortunately, during the Great Exodus of Earth, around 10,000 years ago, one group of humans went their own way, and instead traveled to a planet they called Malaris, in the far reaches of the Outer Rim. On the planet Malaris, they lived a simple life, isolated and unknown to the rest of the galaxy. It is here on the planet Malaris that Aciris' story began.
My father taught me the crossbow, Aciris, a long time ago, when I joined the hunt at a young age. Remember, Aciris, the crossbow is just an extension of your arm. You do not thrust the crossbow, simply think about where you want it to go, and then let your arms and hands translate your thoughts. Understand?
Yes, Father.
Relax. I can see the tension in you. Only if you're calm will you have the clarity of mind to hit the target. That is where our forefathers of the planet Earth went wrong. Blinded by the vanity of the technology they devised, they allowed their vanity to blind them from the truth of what they really wanted to achieve. A simple, harmonious life. Now you're ready to join the hunt.
Really, Father? Can I join the hunt?
Practice. When you're able to hit 10 consecutive times, I will speak to the elders and we will see if they will let you take the test.
Yes, Father. Can we practice sword fighting now?
Now I must go to my duties. Besides, you have a friend to play with. Hello, Sakiri. How are you?
Fine, sir. My father said he will be waiting for you at South Peak.
Then I will be off. Make sure you... now here comes the most beautiful woman in the tribe. One day you will pick a wife, Aciris.
I will pick the most beautiful girl there is. I will also pick her because she will be a great hunter, a great cook, a great seamstress.
Let's just hope she picks you.
Try not to annoy the elders this time.
I promise.
You promise not to annoy the elders.
I promise to try not to anger the elders.
That's not the same thing.
I know, but there's more to being a hunter than following the rules of a bunch of old men. Now, I must be off. Make sure you're back before sunset, before the Wolverines come out.
Sword fight? Let's get some steaks.
Just remember what your father said and make sure you're back before sunset.
Okay, Mum. Will do. What is that? I don't know.
It's just an extension of your arm. You do not thrust it. You simply...
Mistaken as bygones, Sakiri and Aciris were taken from their home world, transported to the slave mining colony of Arena, forced underground. There he would learn suffering and hardship beyond his comprehension. The repetition, the hardship, the pain and the suffering only escalated as the demand for production increased and the slave numbers diminished. When his friend Sakiri died, he was probably the loneliest soul in the galaxy. He went in a boy, he came out a man. He had not seen daylight since he was a child. With the exhaustion of the Jamaican deposits of the mine, they had use for him elsewhere. So they transported him to Verlinia.
I saw you put that food in your pocket. Now don't insult my intelligence.
I did no such thing.
Since that you were obviously not hungry, I will eat this for you.
Please. I was saving it for my daughter. She is sick and starving.
If she is already on her way, better tell her destiny take its place.
Please. I beg you.
Give it back, Conte.
Protection. Tribute. Is a custom more older than the universe itself.
Protection from what?
Protection from me, you fool!
There is no need to steal a Conte. We all have very little. That is why it is vital we all have our fair share.
And that is why it is vital I skim a little from the top!
It's him, is it?
It is Develia. This is the boy that stood up to Akunte and nearly won.
I thought we weren't going to invite anyone else to this council.
That is what we decided.
Look, we need all the help we can get. If he is to be trusted, then he's welcome as far as I'm concerned.
Good. Then it is settled then. Now, we have important matters to discuss. Volty, tell me what you have discovered.
I know the code to disable our heart detonators.
Go on then.
During the last time, I was crystal scavenging. I was being held by the guards in close proximity to the console. I noticed that they momentarily deactivated the perimeter whenever new slaves moved from one sector to another. That is what allows us to move from one sector to another without the heart detonators exploding. I saw the code.
There are 2 perimeters. One for the entire mine and one for whichever sector we happen to be in at any given time. Besides, the guard at the terminal will simply reactivate it at the first sign of an escape. Volty must be able to get close to the guard and kill him. Grab the terminal, take cover, and then enter the code to deactivate the sector perimeter. Then, we will make our way to the main perimeter with the console and deactivate it.
Look, if we can get near the sector that's near the main perimeter, then we can attack the guards and escape. As soon as you attack the guards, you'll be shot. You won't be alive long enough to enter the code.
We need a diversion. Something to preoccupy the guards while Volty makes his way to the guard at the terminal and attacks him.
I have an idea.
We shouldn't be fighting with each other.
Get him! Get him! Come on! Get him!
Stop, you pathetic python. The Volscians spared his life, only to profit from selling him to Jaeger. He was forced to fight with the other desperate souls who had slipped into Jaeger's grip. Ragtooth, Beltron, and more. They were transported all over the galaxy to fight in all kinds of arenas. The Death Cube, the Valley of Dengar, the Catacombs of Glendark, the future dome of Trell City, the ice planet of Grenak, and the pyramid temple of Shidon. They even defeated the mighty Zolyadan of Zenak. They would fight only to satisfy Jaeger's pocketbook. But no matter how much they won, Jaeger's degenerative gambling habits would always leave him needing more credits, just to keep his dilapidated spaceship going and to service his debts to Janeshua, the head of the Slave Federation. To heal the ship, yes sir. I will pay a visit to the Renuvius bar to draw up some business. Shall I come with you? No! The smugglers will say that as an act of aggression. Now go. I will see you later. Yes, sir.
You did well today, Mygon.
I'm not a Mygon. I am human.
You are human?
Yes.
Humans were wiped out 5,000 years ago.
Where are you from, boy?
Malorus.
Malorus. Where is this planet?
Well, I have no idea. My people were but a simple people. We lived without technology. We have no way of knowing where we are in the galaxy.
I've never heard of such a planet. What could this be? Could it be the colony described in the scrolls?
I don't know.
Is this seat taken?
Sit down. And what can I do for you?
Do you have a ship?
I certainly do.
I have a cargo that needs transporting to the Zevron system.
And what's the cargo?
That is my business.
And what's the price?
10,000 credits.
I take it you'll be coming along too?
Of course. I'm not going to leave my cargo in the hands of a complete stranger.
Of course not. I wouldn't.
No funny business. I'm a member of the Ignosh. It is their cargo that I'm transporting.
Don't worry, my friend. I've heard of your clan. I know what will happen to me if I betray you. Tell you what, meet me outside in one time set. I will take you to my ship.
I'll meet you there with the cargo.
I'll see you later.
Ball, how did you end up on this ship?
I was a minister on Saber. We, Ragtooth and I, were planning a mission to find the Mendelan ship, the last of its kind. A ship forged by Mendelans with such superior technology and ability that it would have enabled us to defend our planet against the Vultures. That was until my fellow ministers turned against us and hired Jaeger to kill us.
And it was all orchestrated by my deputy, Ragnik.
But he did not kill you.
Of course not. We are worth more to him alive. He can't profit from us if we are already dead.
We must return. We must!
I must return to my planet also. My planet was destroyed by the very machines that we built to protect us. I left in search of help, and I met Jaeger. He swore he would help my people defeat the machines, and then I woke up here from unconsciousness with a detonator attached to my heart. The longer I spend here, more and more of my people die.
Jaeger! You owe Janeshua 50,000 credits.
But I sent it to him. He never got it.
No, he did not.
But I sent it.
Give it to me now, and I'll take it to him.
I haven't got it.
No matter. You're worth just as much to me dead.
Whoa! Whoa! I've got it! I've got it!
No, you haven't.
I told you need me. In 4 Rotarian cycle sects, we will be landing in the Orion sector. You will be competing in the Death Tube. Use electro rams. I will be waiting.
Against who? Who will they be pitted against?
Zygon's men.
How many?
15.
That's ridiculous! Far too many! We don't stand a chance!
We have good odds.
We? What do you mean, we?
Do we really have to go through this again? I prefer you at your best. And I really don't want to win you before the contest. And this brings me to the point of why I'm here. I am waging everything on this one this time. Anybody who does not perform at their best will receive the full treatment.
Don't you think the prospect of receiving 10,000 volts from an electro rang would be enough to ensure that we try our best?
I have everything on this one. Just think about that.
Minister Ball.
Yes, sir. Who are you? How did you know my name?
Minister Ball, I am Kulia Mandip, a member of the Circle of Freedom. I have been sent by Minister Rook.
How is he? The other ministers are unaware of his support for us.
They do not know. He is still a councillor at Sabre. Here is a hot plug deactivator.
We must make our escape.
We have no weapons. Besides, if we deactivate our heart plugs now, the ship's sensors will go off. The ship will go into lockdown and this room will be filled with gas.
The arena has detectors at the entrance. You must wait till you have passed security, then deactivate your hard plugs and make your escape.
Administrator, sir, Giga slaves have entered the arena. Informed General. Yes, sir. Remember what I said on the ship. When Zygon slaves get here, be ready. Win this one. Make sure everybody gives their all to make Zygon slaves.
We'll do our best.
Intensify electron release.
Slaves are trying to escape. Inform Geneshua and send in the blaster bots. Yes, sir.
Well, it all appears simple enough.
Simple? This is the most primitive ship I've ever flown. How are the fuel cells?
They're ready.
Good. Here we go.
What the crow was that?
Lots of support.
Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots of support. Lots
Following a course at 5 Alpha, that should get us out of the sector pretty quick.
What is it?
I don't know, but they're hailing us.
Put it on screen.
I hope you are enjoying your freedom, because it has officially come to an end.
Janeshua, head of the Slave Federation.
What do you want?
Jaya owed me and several others in the Federation a considerable amount of money.
Your debt died with him.
You were his property. So now, you all belong to me.
Forget it. We'd rather die than be slaves.
Then you will die.
Then we'll die as free men. Does anybody know how to boost and deflect the shield?
I don't understand these controls.
Well, you better be quick or we'll be blown to pieces.
Can't we go any faster?
Not in this ship. It's barely holding together as it is.
Let's test the cannon's controls. Let them see how they like it.
Nice shot.
Try this. These cannons are useless against a ship like that.
We can't keep taking shots like this.
Tell me something I don't know. How's that deflector shield coming on?
It's not. Maybe we should have kept Jaeger alive. At least he knew the controls and could have been of some use to us.
We'll have no chance. We're in open space.
If we can't fight, can we hide?
Where? We're in open space!
That's not exactly true. There's an asteroid field marked 45, vector 9, on our starboard side, and it's coming straight towards us.
And it's our only chance.
Sir, they're heading towards an asteroid field. Intensify firepower! We need to hit them off before they get there. Prepare the fighters. We may need them.
That last shot really zapped our rear deflector. It's down to 30%.
They must smell blood. They're trying to finish us off before we reach that asteroid field.
That's good.
Good.
It means they don't want us to go in it. This just might work.
Sir, they've entered the asteroid field. Should we follow? The ship is far too big. We shall have to go around the outskirts. Send in the fighters. Yes, sir.
Looks like it worked. They're not coming in. Oh, hang on. There are 4 small objects following us.
Could they not just be asteroids?
No, their movement's too deliberate and they're gaining on us.
Too many of them.
We just can't take another shot like that.
If we can't fight, then we hide.
I never hide from a fight.
If we hide, we can fight another day.
All right. Where can we hide?
I don't know. The sensors are saying the walls of this valley are too fragile. Any alcove we find will just be a death trap.
We're already in a death trap.
Beltron, fire at the walls in front and above the fighters, okay? Just trust me.
Good work, Aciris.
I've tracked the mothership. It's located at starboard coordinates 5 Alpha Beta. If we set a path for the port side of the asteroid field, they'll be nowhere near us when we exit. They probably can't trace us in here.
Putting the coordinates now.
So, where now?
Sabar, my home planet.
We must meet with my old friend, Minister Rude, and retrieve the sacred scrolls.
And what are they exactly?
The ancient history of the universe, with the location of the Mendelan ship, an invincible ship. If we can find that, then we can defeat the Vultures, the creatures that took you from your home world.
I swore I would help my people. We must return to my planet and defeat the machines that destroyed my world.
In this ship? When we find the Mendelan ship, we'll be unstoppable. Then we can return to your planet and save your people.
It's been too long. I must return.
Veltrin, I understand, my friend, but returning like this is pointless. If you can just wait till we have the ship, then we will be invincible.
Landing.
Very smooth.
Still getting the feel.
I'll contact my friend in the council.
Keep us informed of any developments.
Will do.
We need a better ship. Faster, with better firepower. We won't take another attack in this rust bucket. I'll see if I can get one.
Well, just stay out of trouble, Redtooth. You must be invisible in this city. Oh, and set your weapon to stun. The last thing we need is a central control tower locking the city down.
Don't worry, I'll be as quiet as a quangle.
Quiet? That's hardly your style.
So I need you to keep secure the perimeter of the outer regions.
And what about Section D and 5?
Section D and 5 also must be secure.
I've just been informed that Ragtooth has escaped Jaeger's slave ship and he could be on his way to Sabar.
What? Jaeger was supposed to kill him!
Well, he didn't. Instead, he kept him alive to help him service his debts.
After what we have done?
Well, he'll hardly be in a forgiving mood. But I have another concern, far more grave. It was the Bolsheviks that told us of this situation and holding us and this entire planet responsible.
Radric, you are to find him and kill him.
He could be anywhere in the city.
He could be. But wherever he is, he will certainly be making his presence known. Take the council guards. If you try to arrest him, there may be loyalty issues with the Rags.
I will find him. And I'll put an end to this once and for all.
Hello, Rogue.
Oh, my old friend, how are you?
I'm alive.
Ragtooth? Is he alive?
Of course. You don't think I would have escaped without him, do you?
Of course not.
I believe we have the final piece of the puzzle.
A human? Are you sure?
Did you bring the analyzer?
Now we can find the ship. Now we can stand against the vultures. Here, take this. Download the scroll map onto this. Activation code 1795 beta. Be careful. The other ministers may be aware of your presence here.
I will, my friend. And I will return with the ship.
I pray you do it. Here, take this. It is loaded with 10,000 credits. It's all I have.
Thank you, Rube. You've already done far more than enough.
General Ragtooth.
Slippery star.
You're taking one crell of a risk showing your face on this planet.
I need to pull a favor in. I need a ship.
A favor? What favor?
I didn't kill you with my bare hands last time we met. That's a favor from a guy like me.
You know I could sound the alarm and have you arrested.
You're many things, Stan, but you're not a grass. Anyway, I've got nothing to lose. It's a bad idea to upset someone who's got nothing to lose, especially someone like me.
30,000 credits, and I'm at your disposal.
Deal.
I've forgotten how good this stuff is.
So, what you think?
It's better on you than it ever did on Jago.
Where the Krell are they anyway? They've been gone too long. I hope they're all right.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Ragtooth, he has shown himself, heading towards a skyway path, on his way to Solos's 5 City Section B Alpha. Ragnick, Ball as in Minister Ball, he has taken the scrolls. You do not kill anyone until you have them. Do you understand?
I understand. You'll have those scrolls back in your hands by dark. Inform all temple guards of this.
Yes, sir.
There it is, my baby.
Not bad. Speak English very well.
Better than being a disgraced general.
I could snap your neck and take your ship.
My ship runs on iris recognition, Leatherface.
Show me your hands and face me.
Ragnick, you treacherous scum!
I am no such thing. I am loyal to Saber. You knew the risks when you went against the orders of the ministers. And all for the sake of a mythical ship?
I didn't expect to be betrayed by my second in command. I've looked after you since you were a youngling, and this is how you repay me.
And my father died protecting this planet, and I intend to do the same.
Oh, don't worry. When the Bolshans eventually and inevitably decide to destroy this world, like they have so many others, you will.
No, I don't think so. We have a pact with the Balkans.
They pick off our allies one by one, while we stand by and do nothing. The day will come when we need those allies. The day will come when we wish we had helped them.
I don't think so. Besides, you're going nowhere.
Leave him, Raptor. He'll keep. Think of our mission.
We have no ship.
Yes, we do.
What is it, Minister? General Ragtooth. The disgraced ex-General Ragtooth has escaped. He is on his way to find the Mendelan ship.
Well, we certainly don't want the Bolshans finding out now, do we?
Always trying to up the price. No wonder you are the richest bounty hunter in the galaxy.
I am the richest because I am the best.
In answer to your question, Your usual high-priced discretion is not required. Just your haste.
Very well. Then I must insist on 10,000 credits.
10,000? Very well.
I will contact you once the job is done.
How are the power couplings?
There's no constant power. The transmission's burnt out.
What does that mean?
Basically, it means this ship could just stop at any moment. I don't suppose there are any spares down there, are there?
Spare? No, Jacob never thought that far ahead.
We're not far from Scrapinia. We could land to pick up parts.
Do we have any credits?
10,000. That may just be enough.
Well, we're all going to die in this rust bucket if we don't get it fixed, so there's nothing to lose.
Well, Scrapinia it is then.
Transmission box 5.3. Spider has identified an Argonian side, but the same landing zone is recorded by the city's central control tower entering the atmosphere of Scrapinia.
That is it. Plot a course for Scrapinia.
We need spare parts for our ship. A power coupling and a transmission.
15,000 credits.
Ah, we only have 10,000. Can you accept that?
No. Cannot.
Then we'll be on our way.
No. Rent. Rent it.
Rent? What rent?
Parking fees. 2,000 credits.
Not yet, Ratchet. I think you should at first lead us to the parts we need.
A small ship of type Lardinian size just exited the planet of Scrapinia's atmosphere and entered coordinate 517 to the port side.
Lock onto it and follow.
What was that?
We've got a Class 1 fighter on our tail.
Which is exactly why we needed Star's ship. We don't stand a chance against that thing.
This thing's evading everything I throw it in.
The shields are down to 80%. Make that 60.
We're losing a rear engine. The whole thing's completely unstable. It's going to destroy us before he does.
Disconnect it before it blows.
Hold on, I have an idea.
Why are we slowing, Ragdoon? He's right on us.
Exactly.
A ringed planet with a single red spot.
just as the scrolls foretold.
I'm detecting some kind of energy source.
Let's check it out. Would you look at that?
The energy's coming from there. From that temple.
Perhaps we should take a closer look.
Yes. Let's go inside.
Aciris, come and look at this.
Who are you?
What am I? That is the question you mean to ask. I am Jorova, an infinite, the last of my kind. But what are you? That is the question I mean to ask.
I am human.
Your mind-warp response would certainly suggest that. I apologize if you found it unsettling. You're the first to come through in nearly 5,000 years. I had to be certain.
Are you certain?
The Exoderm will remove any doubt. That is why you're here, isn't it?
We have come for a ship. A magnificent ship, created by the Mendelans.
A ship?
Yes. We need it to fight a war, to liberate the slaves, to fight for freedom for ourselves, to defeat the Bolshans.
Then it is the Exoderm you need.
What is that thing?
The weapon of the Mendelans. If you are human, it will give you limitless power.
And if I am not?
It will kill you.
Just as well I am then.
You ready then?
What about the ship?
You can have the ship as well if you like.
Then I am ready. die.
The bonding process is always painful.
How do I use this thing?
Its knowledge is now yours. Open your mind, and it will educate you subconsciously as to what it can do. Every synapse of your brain is now linked directly to the Exoderm. Just think what you would like to happen, and it will.
The ship?
You're already inside it.
What?
This ship is a living thing, much like the Exoderm on your arm.
I must return to my friends.
Since I've fulfilled my role, I've no reason to remain here. I'll therefore accompany you.
Where is he? I don't know, but he could be gone forever.
Might he have been vaporized?
Well, I've seen people wiped out by less than that.
Don't! We don't know what that thing could do. It could kill us all. What is that?
A ship? Could it be the ship?
Good of you to join us. This ship has been out of action for a few millennia. It could get a little bumpy. Yes, I know you will, my friend.
This thing talks?
Of course. Like most Mendelan technology, it's organic. The 3 Bolchan terror ships behind us.
3?
Afraid so.
Is this ship any match for them?
Well, at full power, yes, but at present she's still waking from a nearly 5,000-year slumber.
Slam on the brakes and let them pass.
They're too large and smash right into us. However, there are alternatives. Let's see how they read.
Is that all we got?
Every time. I hear what you're saying, my friend, but if you'll permit me, I'd like to try this. Thank you, my friend. I think you've bestowed enough damage on them. Shall we depart?
So, what do we do now?
There are not many of us, and there are so many of them. We need an army.
I know my people will fight. They are brave warriors.
More humans? You're not the only one.
No, I am not. I am from a tribe, maybe 100 adults in all.
Where is this tribe?
We call our planet Malaris.
I've never heard of this planet.
None of us have. Aciris' people lived cut off from the rest of the universe, who would not have called it by that name, so we have no way of knowing where it is.
We must free the oppressed, and in doing so, create an army of loyalty.
We must take the ship and return to my planet. My people have been fighting for centuries. They will make a great army.
Your people are fighting machines of their own design, Veltron. I have no problem helping them, but there are others in greater need.
I must return!
We will help you. But understand, Veltron, this is bigger than the fate of just one race. This will decide the fate of every race in the universe. We may never have another chance to destroy the Bolchans.
The more we free, the more systems will stand up against the Bolchans. There are not many of us, and Aciris is not yet familiar with the Exoderm. We must therefore free a small slave colony, and with the army that creates, and Aciris' increasing ability with the Exoderm, we can liberate larger and larger colonies. Now, I have an idea. My friends, you must go on without me. I'm afraid my ancient legs will no longer carry me on such journeys.
Once you're over this hill, we're into Bolchan territory. There'll be no going back. Are you ready for this?
We're ready.
Come on!
That one right there. He controls the perimeter.
We did it!
Aciris, you were a slave. Speak to them. They will listen to you.
I am Aciris, a human. All of you are free. Free to do what you like with your lives. But believe me, your lives would be best spent joining us. Together, we will travel the galaxy, freeing slaves like yourselves.
We are with you, Aciris the human! We are with you!
Slave colony after slave colony was liberated, each time liberating larger and larger colonies. As Aciris' abilities for the Exoderm grew and grew. The only disappointment was that they could never find a colony of humans to fight alongside Aciris. In order to force planets to fight with them, the Bolshans began destroying planets as their ultimate threat. Even the planet Saber was threatened.
A communication request for you, Ragtooth. It's encrypted. It's a military encryption.
Put it through.
Admiral Bay. Ragtooth, old friend. I'm contacting you under the gravest of circumstances. Not confident in their ability to stop you and your friends, the Bolshans have decided to destroy Saber in 10 risings of the Saban sun using the Goliathan cube. Unless you give yourself up.
Admiral! Admiral!
Don't even think about it, Ragtooth. You know you can't.
But I swore to defend Saber with my life!
There is no guarantee they won't destroy Saber anyway. You know that. You have always known that. That is why we are here doing what we are doing.
Then we must destroy the Goliathon!
But how? The shield is too strong, even for this ship.
There is a way. This ship's weapons cannot penetrate the shield, but it can beam someone on board. We can destroy the generator. That will bring the shield down.
I'll go.
No, it must be Aciris. Use the scanner. It will direct you to the main generator, destroy it, and then contact me for beaming back. Are you ready for this?
I am.
There are too many of them.
It's hard to get a lock through the shield. Nearly there.
We better get it beamed on board soon!
No, I've got it! Are you ready?
Jourova, come in.
I hope this means you got the shield down.
No, I haven't, but listen, okay? This ship, it's not just a weapon of mass destruction. It's a storage facility.
Storage of what?
People. I'm sending you the transcript now.
Human. They're all human.
There's over 2,000 of them.
I'm bringing you back immediately.
What? We have to destroy that ship! What about Saber? What about my planet?
Don't you realize what this means? The potential to have thousands of Exoderm fighters. An army that can overcome any Bolshan army. Only Vilithian rays can disarm the Exoderm. That will make us invincible.
Maybe the Bolshans are not so indestructible after all.
We can only obtain Vilithian crystals from one planet, Krell. And nobody's returned from there in nearly 10,000 years. We will destroy Goliath, and I promise you. But not yet. Okay, my friend, bring him back.
Now you know how I feel. It's not very nice having your planet sidelined, is it?
Okay, my friend. Let's get out of here and fast.
None of them followed.
No, I've plotted a complicated path, and the Bolshans cannot travel at Tachyon speed.
Do we have a plan?
Good question. How do we get the humans off that ship?
No idea.
Could we not perhaps take control of the Goliath on ourselves? That way we save Saber and the humans.
I don't think so. There must be 2 million Bolshans on board that thing. We can't fight them all. Even you, Ragtooth.
How about we beam the slaves we've already freed onto the ship?
Even with those we've already freed, we'd still be hopelessly outnumbered and outmatched in terms of firepower.
Could we possibly beam the humans to us? That way, no one has to step foot aboard.
To transport that many, it would need a beacon. Something to latch onto so that the location can be identified.
I can do that. And while I'm there, I can destroy the shield generator.
And because I can only beam to one location, I need a ship big enough and with enough cryo chambers to bring them back alive. If we bring them straight out of cryo, they'll probably die.
The Saban flagship has enough chambers.
Ragtooth, do you think your friend the Admiral would help us?
I think so.
And if Ragnick was on board?
That would be an added bonus.
Any sightings?
No, sir. There's been no trace of the Goliath.
Perhaps that's for the best. We stand little chance. Even more so under Ragnick's command.
That's General Ragnick to you, Admiral. You know, we're at war, Admiral. And anybody who compromises the authority of a higher ranking officer can be executed at his discretion. I am sick of mutinous whispering. I must make an example of you. Guards, kill him! That was an order! Kill him!
Looks like you don't command such authority around here, doesn't it?
The Goliath has just entered the system. It is indeed propelling an asteroid.
That our worst fears have been realized. We must evacuate the planet immediately.
I must return to Saber.
Even though your planet is on the verge of destruction?
The scrolls demand it.
Very well. Good luck. Are you ready for this, Aciris?
I am.
We're approaching the vicinity. Leaving you now. Down. Get as close to the Goliath as you can. They won't want to fire on their prized asset. Certainly was. Bracton, you can hear me. We can do with some help here.
We're coming out of warp speed now. Launch fighters and get me one.
Yes, sir.
I'm not missing out on this!
Didn't they tell you about the Meridian crystals?
Come on, come on! This is getting too close!
Thought I'd come and help you out a bit.
Thank you, old friend. No need to worry. I had it under control.
I'm sure you have.
Since they're so close, let's see if we can get them a little closer. And again. And again!
You can't just leave us. We can't take everyone. Stand back.
Please, for Quell's sake, you must take my child.
At least give him a chance!
There are important people on this planet who must survive.
The scrolls forbid the escape of the Ministry at a time of crisis.
I know what the scrolls say.
Then put down your weapon and let these people escape the planet.
No! What are you doing?
I'm saving these people.
By condemning us all to death?
You are a minister. You knew what that meant when you took the oath.
Keep back.
You can't keep your blaster on all of us.
I am the supreme minister of this planet. I order you to stand back.
You have defied the scrolls. I'm relieving you of duty. Quickly, all of you, on board.
This thing is getting too close. Where is Aciris?
Jorova, come in. Are you reading me?
I am. I'm pulling you back. Okay, my friend. Lock onto the beacon and transport the humans to the Saban command ship.
Medical officer, have they transferred successfully?
Transfer successful, sir. And they've all made it in perfect hibernation.
Okay, my friend. This is it.
Sir, the asteroid is still heading towards Saber.
The blasters accelerated it.
It's too heavy. Yes, it is theirs after all.
Well, this is what freedom feels like.
Well, it nearly didn't work. How could they have known about the effective lithium crystals on the Exoderm?
I'm afraid we were betrayed.
If you swear to help my people, I will tell you how to disable the Exoderm.
What have you done with her?
What she wanted. I've returned her to our home planet.
Well done. You have saved this planet and all who dwell upon her. Now we are free to rule Saber without fear of Volscian cruelty.
You will be ruling nothing. I control the armies. As far as I'm concerned, there is but one minister fit to rule, and that is him.
You and your fellow ministers betrayed the Saban people. You are not fit to govern.
As soon as he has found suitable replacements for you, I will return power to the council.
This is outrageous!